everyone, and welcome back. We are doing so much. It is Memorial Day weekend, which means we have 3 days off, and I'm going to try and get as much done as I can. Now, it was supposed to be cloudy and crummy today. The sun has been coming in and out for most of the day, so I already started hardening off my dahlias, which I'm thrilled about. I have so many extra starts I need to get in this weekend, and this morning before lunch, while my kids were out doing some errands, I was able to make my sea of yellow, that I like to call it, up front in my front yard. And we just have so much to do, and now it's on to what I like to call my chaos garden, and that is around my vegetable garden. And hi, if you're new here, my name is Kristy. I am located in Massachusetts, zone 6A, with an average last frost date of May 15th, and we are finally past that. Usually the golden rule is don't plan out any of your warm annuals until Memorial Day weekend, and that is so true. Definitely check out my other videos when I was planting out my tomatoes and peppers. I'll put the link in the bottom. We had true New England weather where it was in the 70s, and then we dipped back down into the low 50s and 40s. I had my winter coat back on. We had so much rain. So my flowers really need to get in. I had everything cooped up in the greenhouse for the past 2 or 3 days. I had my peppers underneath. Oh my gosh. And as I say, it is literally sprinkling right now. Thank you, New England, for always keeping us on our toes. So today we are working on what I have now called and deemed my chaos garden, and that is around my vegetable garden. I had a lot of echinacea there to begin with and some bee balm. And it's been a while since I've worked on this garden. I even haven't posted the video of all the stuff that I added before, which I'll just probably include in this one as well. But I added sage, more echinacea, and some bee balm. So as I mentioned, in true New England weather, it just started raining, and it's just supposed to be showers on and off from 3 o'clock on. So I plan on just, unfortunately, not filming, but I will show you what it looks like once it's all done, maybe later. And then once we have a break in the rain, I will turn you guys back on and show you my progress. And welcome to my chaos garden. Yes, the weeds are bad, but there's literally stuff everywhere. Like we have phlox from last year, my echinacea, black-eyed Susan. And then this is where we really just throw the kitchen sink in. So I did winter sowing. I transplanted bee balm. I already did my echinacea starts. And I have some sage, which is going to hopefully bounce back. We just had so much rain. I have some winter-sown echinacea. More, if you can't tell, echinacea is literally my favorite flower. I am growing and planting basically every color but purple and white. I really just want more bright, vivid colors. So I have some dwarf pink bee balm, which we grew together, but it grew very, I don't know, just a little wonky. So I'm hoping it will straighten up. I don't even know what is growing in right here. Did not plant that. Looks like ants are coming. I have just like milkweed chucked in here, but this is going to be my chaos garden. I will clean it up once things are growing, maybe mulch it a little bit, but this is my chaos garden, and I actually love the name. This is some salvia that I got last year at Smithland's for 75% off, and I am thrilled. I need to get rid of all this grass, but my bee balm is coming back. So we have a lot of just random planting, and then I'm just gonna let it be and just try and keep, like I said, my sage is starting to, or not sage, salvia is coming back a little bit. But I have some winter sown coneflower, and we're just chucking it all in. So don't mind my mound of winter sown jugs over there. We're gonna pretend they're not there. I just haven't gotten to them yet. So I am a very type A person. I feel like a lot of teachers are. And so I had a game plan for today because it was supposed to be a very windy and cloudy day, you know, super crummy. And I had a to-do list today. And now that it is sunny outside, I was not planning on hardening off my dahlias this weekend because of how cloudy it was supposed to be, which I know it's a good thing to start hardening off on a cloudy day. However, it has been so damp and rainy, like everything is dying and like turning to just like mold and mush from being in this like saturated state for the past 2 weeks, because thank you New England, it has just been super hectic and crazy. And I wanted to give the dahlias a chance to just warm up again and kind of dry out in the greenhouse. And then now all of a sudden it's just so nice and sunny that I'm like, I'm gonna get them outside, because if I can plant them, they have been in the greenhouse for a while now. I really would love to just get everything planted. It just makes life so much easier. Oh, hi. Where'd that worm go? It just makes everything so much easier. Oh, look at this. So this is why, right here, so I had bulbs, and a lot of them are rotten because of all the rain that we've had. This one actually seems pretty good, so I might just leave it in. Oh, you know what? Look at this. This is probably another reason why it didn't grow, is there is a massive rock in its way. Unbelievable. Anyways, I'll put that back, and then maybe it'll come back next year. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna take advantage of this nicer weather and get them out and into the sun more, in hopes that maybe I can plant them out this Memorial Day weekend. That would just be so nice. I have more zinnias that just came in, so I need to start those. And what else do we have going on? I don't know. We just got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on. So we are just doing chaos gardening right now. I got all of my dahlias that were in my bedroom. They were from Costco, and I have those hardening off as well. They are just I just pre-started them. I don't know what that's called. I just got them going. I woke them up. So I just woke them up from Costco. Nothing fancy. I just use casserole foil dishes and the lids, put some dirt in there, and then just wait until they start to bud up, and then I will water them. So I moved those out. That was super, super big, because I want to get those in first, since they'll probably be a little bit more started than my other one. So we're just gonna keep on going and weed as we go. All right, Chaos Garden is complete. We got a ton of coneflower. I got green twister and mellow yellow and paradisio mix. These are all from Baker Creek, and I made sure to keep the labels because I really want to save seeds, and I also want to see if they flower the first year. Now, my garden flowers that I have planted, those are actually flowering, and then the paradisio super duper from Baker Creek also at my school is flowering the first year. So I am thrilled, and I want to just keep track and a record, so if I do get more seeds, and I would like to expand and start selling starts next year, since I have my own personal garden pretty much covered. I'm hoping that everything will just establish and root well, so then that way I can have them come back up year after year. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we're going on to another project today, which is getting my white coneflower with my hydrangea. So let's take a look. And everything is looking super full and just overwhelming. Now, last year I had nothing. I actually was just learning, and I was planting dahlias in the shade over here, and they didn't bloom well, and I didn't know why. So I am just trying to educate myself as best as I can. So we have a lot of Bee Balm, coneflower, Milkweed is in here. Salvia, like look at this, it just looks beautiful right now. So we have a lot of coneflower. It's just literally my favorite. And I kept all the tags, but this is my coneflower that I harvested myself. And I hope I remember to show you previous videos, because look, it's just huge compared to when I planted it. It was probably about this size, and it has shot up. So I'm just really hoping for some color here this year, and I will keep you tuned. So if you would like to stay updated and see what everything looks like in my chaos garden, go ahead and click like and subscribe and hit that bell button so you can see what it looks like in a few weeks or by the end of the summer. I hope to have some gorgeous blooms. Now we're on to my next project, and I will see you all later, and happy gardening. Bye.